Yes, I think it is problematic with regard to the Arab states as they were created about 100 years ago after the First World War, because this nation concept somehow does not fit, or does not fit all of them, because we could argue that Egypt, the Egyptian society, is very close to our nation state concept. However, if we switch the terminology to a territorial state, then I think it would be much easier to handle it. It cannot be denied that the different Arab communities, Arab societies, did develop or have developed a kind of identity, a loyalty to the territorial state. Maybe because of very pragmatic, very practical reasons like citizenship, passports, military service, healthcare, school, whatever. And in this way, I think it is much easier to handle the concept and the problem. However, I think that since the so-called Arab Spring development started and have been around, we could, I would say, safely say that there has evolved, this kind of identity to the territorial state has evolved into something that now we could, in many countries, call a nation or a nation state. Although there are other different layers of identity, of course, very local identities, there are the regional identities. Here in the conference, someone was mentioning the Khaliji, the Gulf identity, but we could also say the Shami, the Levantes, the identity. So, and then, of course, there is the uppest level of the Arab identity. The meaning and the contents of these phrases, however, may shift from time and from place to another, may be filled with different meanings. But nowadays, I think that we could say that at least each and every Arab state has a separate identity element that distinguishes it from the other. Well, depending on these different elements of the identity, and especially the one that connects the person to the territorial state he lives in, it means also that there are different interests at one given moment. There may be issues on which some other Arab countries may unite their policies. There may be issues on which they may disagree or even collide. Unfortunately, it seems to me at the moment that the so-called all Arab issues have lost relevance. First of all, it's the Palestinian issue, which is not that important, which does not seem that important to every Arab state as before. Although there are moments of crisis when it is coming back to, there is another such a formerly all-Arab issue, which is the nuclear capability of Israel. Now we could say that, okay, but there is the nuclear program of Iran, which is dual use, of course, not military per se, at least at this stage. But it also seems that, like the Maghrebi countries, why would they be interested in either of them? So, as I said, probably in the future we will have to think of a group of Arab states, some of which may find a common position on this or that issue, and some of which may come into collision over this and that issue.